Like that gives you so much more perspective.
Part of like what I'm struggling with right now is because I'll talk to people and they'll see who I am right now, but they don't see the person that I know I'm becoming. This is what I asked for. I literally asked for this today. It's 9:35 right now. It took me a while. I wake up at 7 every day. Into your word is so much less brutal than the pain of you continuing to go through this DPDR for the rest of your life. No matter what stage of life you guys are in, don't set yourself short with the goals. Well, I give a shit about me, which means I give a shit about you, so. Catch y'all in the next video. Yo. What's good, everyone? Welcome to the channel again. Today I'm filming a vlog today, but, you know, I think it's important for me to be authentic and me to be transparent throughout, you know, my content and my day-to-day. So, the last, like, I'd say 2 weeks, I've fallen, like, my self-development dipped a little bit. And it was because I was so focused on the business, you could say that was my excuse for it. But at the end of the day, it wasn't as 100%. I was sleeping in later. I was waking up at, like, 7 to 8, like maybe past 8. Like, it was like not me. And I was giving into food cravings, all these things. It's just for a normal person, like the things I did, it's completely nothing, not bad at all. But like in my head, my standard is just so high. So, you know, the last few days, I just haven't, like I've woken up in the morning because of that. It's a consequence of that. I wake up in the morning and so much anxiety hits me. You know, anxiety is a sign of misalignment. I wake up in the morning and, you know, this pit in my stomach because I'm not yet the person that I know I can become and the person I want to be. You know, every single day I think about all the things I want to do with my life. I think about all the crazy ambitious goals I have right now, and I literally wake up sick. Like sick to my stomach because I haven't yet became that person. Now, I know that there's a version of me that is living the freaking life that I want to live. And right now I'm already living a version of life that I've always wanted to be in, a position that I've always wanted to be in. But I wake up and anxiety hits me because I am not that person. And I'm just being real. Like, I'm being real, and that's okay because I understand why I experience the way I feel. I understand why sometimes the days I have are good. Like, I understand why I'm so in my head sometimes. It's because there was a point in my life, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, where I almost manifested that day. So, like yesterday, I had a shit day. I didn't feel like myself. I felt like I just didn't. And guess what I did? I woke up today and I did what I needed to do because there is no option. Like, it's either you choose this life or you don't. It's either you choose to become better or you don't. It's either you choose to self-develop or you don't. And when I had DPDR and Derealization, like, all I wanted to do was just to feel the way I do now. So I need to sometimes, like, during this time right now, you need gratitude in any way, shape, or form. You need to be able to look at the past and be like, why can't I just be thankful for the position I'm in? Because you are always in a position that you once dreamed of, or someone could dream of being in. And looking at it like that gives you so much more perspective. But with that being said, you know, we're done yapping. I finished the morning routine, and now we're going to dive into, we're going to go straight to the gym this morning because I feel like I just need it. If you don't know what I do in the morning, so basically I run the coaching business. I help people overcome DPDR the second half of the day. I mean, yeah, I'll do that the second half of the day. So from, let's say, the morning till noon, it's all personal development. I go on a walk. I listen to an hour of an audiobook. I meditate. I journal. I already said read the Bible. I go to the gym. I do all of that before noon, like well before noon. But make sure all that's done in the morning, and then the second half of the day, I focus on helping other people. Doing that means
I can help myself first, and then I can help other people. So it's always prioritizing myself before you can help anyone else. Because if you're not on your purpose, if you're not on your path, if you're not constantly growing, you can never help anyone else. That being said, I'm going to eat my pre-workout meal, shit like that, and go to the gym.
I talk about how important it is to really hold that perception of reality that you know exists, like the version of you that you know exists. You need to hold that in place at all times. And that's something, that's part of like what I'm struggling with right now, is because I'll talk to people and they'll see who I am right now, but they don't see the person that I know I'm becoming. They don't see the life that I know I'm living. They don't see who Nick Dorenzo truly fucking is. And to be honest with you guys, that's how it's going to be for a minute, until what you want actually comes into reality. What you want actually comes into your life. Because for a lot of times, like, you're gonna like have to live as the person that you currently are, knowing that no one else knows that version of you that you know exists. They only see who they see right now. And that's what you have to understand, is detaching from that situation. My life's incredible, but I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm in a phase of my life to where it's a huge growth phase, and it gets lonely. It does for sure. And I'm not going to go back to the old people, because I can't even relate to anyone really that's my age in general around here. But at the same time, like, I can't relate to anyone like in the old group and things like that. I need to excel to more successful environments, like, and that's just me personally, like the situation I'm in. So all I can do, I'm forced to grow right now, and it's fine. I got a best friend here, but the same, like, it gets lonely. It does. And at times, I do get in my head too. I'm human. I get stressed over my business and the people I'm helping. It's a lot of responsibility, but I love it. Like, this is what I asked for. I literally asked for this. Why the hell would I ever complain? I asked for it. And guys, I could so easily be like, my life's perfect. I'm perfect. I recovered from DPDR. Life's so good. It's great. I fucking love life. It's way better. Like, it's the best thing ever compared to, life in DPDR. So I'm thankful for that. But it's still back to normal life. You get real life shit. So, with that being said, on the way to the gym, back to the gym, because the gym is the one thing, no matter how shitty you feel, it's one thing you can control. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a while to get out of the house today. It's 9:35 right now. It took me a while. I wake up at 7 every day. It took me a while to get it. Like, it took me like 20 minutes to get out of bed. Like, bullshit. No bullshit excuses. Go. We're locked in though. I set a challenge for myself. It's for the next 30 days. I just say like a time frame, but it's actually like pretty much forever, pretty much. Like, I just do these things because the more comfort you give your body, the more your body's going to crave comfort. The more discomfort you give your body, the more your body's going to seek that discomfort to grow. That's how you can continue to grow. But what I wrote down for my habits is 1 hour of reading, 15 minutes of meditation, 1 gallon of water, cold showers, no waiting before getting in, no snacking at all whatsoever, supplements, take every supplement, no phone before 9 a.m., Bible plan, clean room, no FAP, cardio, wake up no later than 7, progressively overload in the gym, positive thinking, only listen to music in the gym, journal every night. That's my fucking standard. So anything that's not on that standard, I failed today. So every single day, those are my non-negotiables. A lot of people, they can't even stick to 5. I'm doing everything. So that being said, I'm about to crush the gym. I'm gonna crush this day. Let's get it. Something that's crazy is, and something that changed my life, is the concept of there's 2 people inside of you. One is the person that everyone sees from the outside in, and then one is the potential that exists, like the person that exists in the future, but you aren't yet.
And that's who I'm becoming. And that's how you need to be chasing every single day. That's who you need to become. But I just finished the gym. Beautiful day outside. I'm about to eat and then maybe go for a walk and then I have a call. So let's get to it. It really is the true foundation for everything else. So you talked about how you wanted to have the business and all these things, and I hear you you're so ambitious to have these things. But I think what you're understanding, what God's showing you, is that there is a version of yourself that is successful, but in order to get there, you have to start with. So with that being said, today was a boring ass day, I'm not gonna lie. I told myself I'd make a vlog today, so I'm still gonna post it. But with that being said, I want to talk about how the media that we consume is genuinely one of the most important things and one of the things that we really can control. Our brain's primary job is to perceive and process information, and the input that comes into the brain has a drastic effect on everything. Our experience of life, all of those things. Your media that you consume is flooding your brain with an input. This could be a positive, negative input, whatever it is. I want you to really, really pay attention to the media that you consume and ask yourself with every single thing that you consume, is this in line with my highest self? You can ask yourself this question every single time. Like, every single TikTok, Instagram reel, if it's not in line with your true highest self, just close it. Not interested. Don't consume that, because those are the things that's going to stop you from getting to where you want to go. You're disprogramming your mind instead of actually reprogramming it. Focus on the input. Focus on the things that you can control. Focus on what you see. Your frequency is what you frequently see. And if you open up Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is, whatever that is, that's like the frequency you're on. In my opinion, watch, if I open up TikTok, I don't scroll on TikTok, I post on TikTok. Producer. But I do scroll while I'm waiting for my videos to upload. Ready? Money. 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 Money, money, success, 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 success. I go to Instagram.
Bro, it's like we all every
Business, all that crap. I'm just really into business and my and making sure that I can deliver the best with my clients. So I'm really focused on that. So that's kind of my frequency. But what I do with all my clients is in the program we have a full media section to where there's positive content, and basically what I do with each client is we completely reprogram our For You pages as well. I don't condone scrolling at all, but it's almost impossible to have social media and to not scroll. So if you're going to scroll, make the content very, very high frequency and make it the frequency you want to be on. So that's one of the biggest things we do, is we completely change the For You page with positive, motivational, inspirational content. Mine used to be very, very inspirational stuff. Now it's more, it is inspirational stuff.
Need to constantly be aura farming, guys. My favorite way to aura farm right now is...
Yeah, that's brain rot. But it's still self-improvement wise, but don't get, I clicked not interested on a video that's not online. Just click not interested. Focus on the content you're consuming. Well, with that being said, I did finish the Reclaim Your Mind 2.0 course. Reclaim Your Mind 2.0 right here, and all the members within the community are killing it. So, everything's going well with those things, but today was a boring day. I had 2 client calls. That was it. I don't usually take client calls during the week, but I squeeze these people in today. So with that being said, though, I'm just gonna probably rot the next. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna rot, but I'm gonna probably build out some more systems in my program. I like to just keep building. And I also learned I'm really big on books, but instead of reading a full book right now, I'm listening to summaries on YouTube, and they're actually really, really good. And I also recommend don't read 100 different books. Reread the same 3 books or whatever 10 times. That's going to be way more valuable than trying to get so much information. But I'm yapping. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just told myself I'd make a vlog, so we gotta do what we gotta do. So I just finished a group call with my whole entire mentorship program that just helps me work on my clients and guarantee client success. So that's that. Pretty boring day. Not much for you guys to see. I'm gonna dive into my nightly routine a little bit, but I gotta go downstairs and eat some fruit. If I'm being real. And then we'll figure out, it's 8 to 8:30, so I'm probably just gonna make more reels for my Instagram and TikTok, and that's that. Okay, so I spent the last 2 hours trying to fix something for my business and my community inside the Discord community we have. It's about way past my bedtime. It's 12:20 at night. Fuck. Listen, I told myself that I would do everything, all my non-negotiables for the day, and I have to stick to the promise I made with myself. So, if I don't do this now, I don't think I'm gonna ever do it. So I gotta read my Bible for the day, brush my teeth, and take all my supplements, and then I can go to sleep. And I gotta record this last video, and then it's a solid day's work. You guys, the thing about just living the life of your dreams, like the life you want, recovering from DPDR, actually gaining that true mental freedom, is really, really understanding that the pain of you doing the work, the pain of you sticking to your word, is so much less brutal than the pain of you continuing to go through this DPDR for the rest of your life. So why not just do the fucking work now? That's what I tell myself all the time. But where we at? Got this Bible plan. So week 2, day 3, Exodus chapters 7 through 9. I'm going to read this and then we'll come back. So with that being said, every single night what I do is I write down tomorrow. So I plan tomorrow tonight. So that's what I do with all my clients as well, is we plan tomorrow today. Failing to plan tomorrow is planning to fail. If you're not planning out your days, you're going to drift when you wake up in the morning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down, I call it the 5-4-5 method. You create 5 goals, you create a 4-step morning routine, and then 5 tasks to get you closer towards those goals. The goals, you want them to be big, but if not, you want them to be very sentimental towards you. So what I'm going to do is every single night, I still write down my morning routine and everything every single night regardless, but let me just back a bit. So every single night I'm writing down my morning routine. I'll just write down these. So 1, make bed. Guys, I'm telling you, this is the last thing I want to do right now. Like, last fucking thing I want to do. But if I don't do this tonight, it's going to be so much fucking harder to do it tomorrow. So I have to do it tonight. So I've done it the last 500 days of my life. Cold shower. 50 push-ups. Hydrate. Tasks. 1. 2 reels. 2. Post YouTube video. 3. Macros / gym. Tomorrow's fucking leg day. 4. Client calls. These are all needle movers. 5. Pray / Bible. So these things get me closer towards my 5 goals. Now I'm not gonna say my goals out loud. I don't know exactly why I'm not gonna say my goals out loud. I'm just not. No matter what stage of life you guys are in, don't set yourself short with the goals. Don't ever set yourself short with the goals. Your goals should be insanely high, because the magnitude and the depth of your goals determines how hard you work. Another thing is, a lot of people want to recover, but their only goal is to recover. I get on calls with people every single day, people trying to recover. I don't take everyone onto the program, but they have to have a mission. They have to have things they want out of life. And a lot of times people come and they'll be like, well, I'll be like, what's your biggest goal? And they'll be like, well, I want to recover. And they'll be like, can you think about anything else? They're like, no. Well, the chances of you recovering are very slim until you can create something, because you need something else. You need a different way of focus, because our brain's job is to perceive and process information. And if your brain has no more information to put in as an input, it's going to be very hard to replace your DPDR brain with a new and improved version of yourself. So you need to kind of create that vision. Now, the thing is, if you can create the most clear image of the person you want to become, like your highest self completely imagined in your head, how does he act, where does he live, what does he talk like all those things, and they're all in line with that person, if you can really just know what that person, like your highest self, is, every single solitary thing that happens to you is going to be just sculpting you into that person. I once said, my dream was to move to Miami. We were like, how the hell are you going to be successful and move to Miami? And I first started doing online business. I was doing fitness coaching for the money until I recovered from DPDR and I actually found a purpose. Then I don't even do this shit to make money. I do this shit to change lives. Money comes as a byproduct. And the thing is, I would never actually make money if I only wanted money. So the truth was, I had to get to this mindset to unlock abundance within my life. And the truth was, everything that's happened to me in the last 2 years was just sculpted me into this person. The thing is, your story can be completely different, but it's whoever you want to become, you need to make that so clear to you. So fucking clear. Now, let's see. I'm making this video just extremely raw. Just because, I told myself I'd make a vlog the last 3 days. I literally tried yesterday to make a vlog, but I had another boring ass day. Again, I'm in a boring period of solitude in my life. So, but let me finish writing this. My handwriting's so shit. But, yeah, like, over the next few weeks, I'm just doing the same shit every single day. Every day's the same. In a good way, though. Like, I love my routine right now, but it's not much going on. Like, that's the thing. There's not too much going on. But brushing my teeth. Yo, another thing that's been going on in my life is the fact that is having to explain to people what derealization is. It's another thing that is fucking so annoying. And I'm sure a lot of you guys probably relate to this as well. It's really having to explain to people what DPDR is, and the thing is, I know I have to start embracing it. It was the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. But a lot of people, they go, "What do you do for a living? What's your job?" I help people overcome DPDR, derealization. What's derealization? It's the feeling like when you don't feel like you're real, and they're like, "What the hell is that?" It's just like no one relates to you. And I think it's really cool that I created something like this, a community, a business, and just a program that helps people recover so fast, and people in the community can see other people that are going through it. And I talk to people every single day with this, and it makes people feel heard. Because I just know that when I was going through it, the one thing I needed, like literally the one thing, was just someone else to relate to me. So if I could be that person for you guys, that's all I need. But with that being said, that's it for the vlog. I gotta start wearing my blue light glasses again, bro. It's been too long since I've wore these things, but guys, prioritize your health and your mental. Again, if you guys just take one message by the end of this video, it's that you can't help anyone else until you help yourself. So I'm always doing my self-improvement. I'm always working on becoming my highest self, and then that comes first. That being said, that's the video. Pretty boring ass video, but if you guys, you're here for me and you're here for the content, you made it this far, that means you probably give a shit about me, which means I give a shit about you. So catch y'all in the next video. You can follow me on Instagram if you want. Links bio, but peace.